Well, we're back at Epcot because I want to do something. The other night got me thinking maybe I should come over here and show the photos I have of inside the former Mouse Gears and a little bit of what Communicore looked like at that time. Now these photos I took were in 2019 and I had like something in my mind was like the rumors are going to be true, that they're going to change everything. Because when this all was announced, it was kind of like when Disney announced getting rid of the Great Movie Ride or recent Rivers of America. It was like, it's a joke, right? You're not getting rid of like Communicore and the fountain and everything we know about the backside of this park. That's like getting rid of the hub at Magic Kingdom. You know what I mean? Like it's seriously like just changing that, or getting rid of the whole front area of Animal Kingdom. You just don't do it, but they did it, and a lot of people were upset. And for some reason in my head I was like, those rumors are true, let's take some photos. And I did, and it happened. We're gonna match those up, and it's gonna be a great day looking back on what Communicore used to look like right before it changed. Now let's take a closer look. I used to love Mouse Gears. I still do, like the new shop, but there was something just amazing about Mouse Gears. It had a little bit of that classic Disney flair where things and objects moved, like not animatronics, but you know, and then there were so many like little hidden details in there, like Dreamfinder's mobile from Journey to Imagination with Figment and Dreamfinder, the original attraction. If you're walking in this direction, right here would have been the entrance past Communicore heading towards the land, the seas, imagination. That's what it looks like. I think they kind of regret building that, like removing that building, because they've rebuilt all of this over here, kind of in the same style, but not really, but it's there. Right here, you can see the thing about this was the color scheme was just bad. If you changed the color scheme, it would have been really cool. Put some blues, some pinks, and some purples. Actually just make the color scheme, the palette, complementary to each other, and that would have been a better thought. But they got rid of the whole building. This is what it looks like today. And they did bring back the character spot. It's Mickey and Friends now, but it has the same kind of vibe. They just don't have the TVs anymore, but it has like the same character vibe. I took a photo inside of the TV and everything. I honestly thought they weren't going to destroy everything, but I took photos just enough. And right here would have been the little walk-through area, the backside of the Communicore as you were entering back into Communicore. I'm glad I took that photo. Gives you a double-sided perspective. But see, they brought Communicore back. They call this Communicore Hall. And if you walk inside, it's now like a dance party like thing. They do change it during the festivals, but they brought back just 2 of the ceiling things. So this structure is rebuilt. It's not the original, but this is kind of where it was. And this was kind of in the general area where I took this photo. Is the hidden symbol of Communicore right outside of the Starbucks that was there. And I'll show you where the Starbucks is. The Starbucks used to sit right over here in this area. That's crazy, man. Now it's Goofycore. And they also have an Encanto show here as well. And then around in this area over here was Club Cool. Yeah, Club Cool was in this general area right here. So let's just say we walk in to Club Cool, and I'll just use this as example. Right here would have been like Club Cool. You would have walked in and looked in and seen everything, all the dispensers of the drinks. And man, my favorite, I loved the Melon Frosty by Fanta. I did like the one from Japan, and I really liked the Inca Cola. Never a Beverly fan, never even pretended to be a Beverly fan. And this is where they had the stage. Here's like a little makeshift stage they would use for the holidays. You can see Spaceship Earth in the background, as well as the fountain. I miss the fountain. I wish they wouldn't have gotten the fountain. I wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of the fountain. All right, I gotta get out of the sun. I'm gonna head inside Creations shop and see if I can match up what I have photos of from when this was Mouse Gears, one of my favorite gift shops. Right here was looking down at the apparel, which is still here, but they were promoting the Imagination Pink at this time. But you can see what it looks like modern day. They have changed even the ceiling and how this whole ceiling looks in here. I love the wood tiles though, like it's really cool. But this makes me smile. The Communicore little circles, they always make me smile, and that's why I got the idea of doing this video, because I filmed this the other night in my other videos. Like, these are amazing. Like, these are so cool. Right here would have been looking up, and you could see there's a fitting room here, which makes sense because this like building, this little piece here is rather large. It's a big square in the middle of the store. But up above, they had all the I love those, like, it looks like an animation cell that's just painted all black and then a white backdrop, and it looks like you're looking up at windows. I love that. But they replaced it with this Epcot style artwork. I think it's cool, but I love the old character stuff. And see what I'm saying? This is totally still a fitting room in there. I think they just closed it in, maybe use it for storage. And right up here was Dreamfinder's Imagination Mobile from the original Journey into Imagination, starring Figment, with Figment and Dreamfinder. Now it's just starring Figment and Dr. Nigel Channing, but I miss Dreamfinder, man. I really do, but his Dreamfinder mobile sat up here for a while, and how obviously it's gone somewhere. Hopefully it's in the archives. One can only hope, right? Today is Disneyland's birthday. 70 years ago, Walters. Isn't that crazy? Now the structure is basically the same. They did some modifications on it, but you can still make out what's original to Communicore and then what they altered. But I loved this corner. I always loved this corner. It just felt like classic Epcot. I can't explain it, but it's still here. Just like the streets of America, you know? Shit the shell. And the way that corner's there, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And I do have some photos of Innoventions back over on this side. I was rather smart with what I did take photos of. I wish I just took more, but it was kind of just like a far-fetched thing, and it's really hard filming in gift shops around of other people and trying not to get them in the shot. So I can see why I did that, but at the same time, take more photos of the current day, people. Yeah, right over here, holy cow, this has not changed a bit. Like, this is, we're walking into Mouse Gears. We're gonna go to Mouse Gears, and then we're gonna walk over to Club Cool. You know, we do have Club Cool, which we're heading to. I just wanted to show this. The backside of the former Mouse Gears, now Creation Shop. It's interesting to see what it looks like when there's not a festival going on. It's kind of just, yeah, that kid took the words right out of my mouth. Interesting, like a closed up Disney. You know, things you don't normally see. All right, let's head over towards where Ellen's Energy Adventure used to be. Stupid Judy. And see what I did take a photo of over here. And they never touched this area either, thank goodness. But I do have some photos of Innoventions, and it was right over here. This was Innoventions right here. You can see they basically filled in a little bit of it. Like, it's so weird, like what they changed and what they didn't change, because up here it was cut through when this was Innoventions. Like, you can see right here and here they've added this. Here's the photo. See, I said Innoventions, different color scheme, and this is what it looks like now, the Connections Eatery. I'm so glad I took this photo. Wow, they just changed the paint job on it. That was it. That's all they did. It used to be blue. And now this is what it looks like. I thought they were going to get rid of all of this, which is why I took a photo of all of this over here. I thought everything was going to go bye-bye. But it didn't. They painted it. This was the other entrance into Innoventions, and then when they were remodeling everything over in Mouse Gears, they moved Mouse Gears over here for a limited time. Yeah, I came over here too and took a photo of this because I was like, they're gonna get rid of everything. And I was like, they can't really do that because of the monorail, I guess, and I don't know. I'm glad they didn't. But this is what it looked like on August 29th, 2019. Now they've put Club Cool in a totally new area, but your feet already start sticking before you walk in. And this is a continuation of the Creation Shop. It's on the other side of the wall. See, these all connect through. And you can see the Creation Shop on the other side, way up there. So this used to be a part of Mouse Gears. So cool, but now that's all that is remaining. We're just kind of in like a little box area. And there's so many people getting soda in here, I'm not gonna try and get in that line. The domes even cross over into the cafe. Walking through here and looking up at the top, especially at the symbols, remind me of old school Epcot. And the building's still the same as you walk along the side here of the Connections Cafe. And genuinely, what are your thoughts on this whole new area here? What do you think? What do you think of this and what they have done to what we had in comparison? I honestly think they shouldn't have changed it. I love that you can see the American Pavilion from here. I've never really noticed that. But I wish they've never changed any of this. I just wish they would have updated the color scheme because I miss the water effect. Why I can't appreciate all the plants and everything. There's plenty of that in the World Showcase, especially during the festivals. I missed the water effect over here, and it felt like you had more room to walk around. That's my opinion. It doesn't matter. But I want to know yours. Seriously. What do you think? The architecture is about 50% of the reason why I love this place. Actually, I'd say 70%. And I'm glad majority of it is still here, even if it is a little different. That's progress, and that's what this place was kind of about. One man's dream originally to create a place where you could experiment with living and, bless you, and live in the future. And I did take a photo of the map, and I will insert a photo of what it used to look like. It's completely different. They went for a totally different vibe, but it's interesting to see. I took this photo on August 29th, 2019. And they changed all of this. But I do like the new layout. You know, you don't need two Communicore halls around, but it was nice. I'm glad we still have this one. I just miss Mouse Gears. I miss the original Club Cool location. Heck, I even missed the original Starbucks location. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I like to look back and see what things looked like, because in my head it seems like it was yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. That's progress for you, you know? Well, what are your memories? Chime in on the comment section. My memories are going to Club Cool, walking around doing the pin trading thing out there when I used to do pin trading. Starbucks every time with Abby. It's just a good time. And at night, walking around and like the lights on the ground and everything and the music. I miss the score. I miss the score so much. But that's it. We're heading out. Now I'll see you guys in the next episode where Figment and I actually dupe the Dreamfinder into trying the Beverly. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.